Hi there, Virgo. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop here with your tarot message for the month of January 2026. It's almost impossible for me to understand that it's come around so quickly. I have got two decks in front of me. If this is your first time to me, then this is an opportunity for the tarot to give you a message. And if it doesn't resonate, please do not try and make it fit. That is not what tarot is about at all. It's not prescriptive, as in you see the cards and this is definitely going to happen. This is an opportunity for a message to come through for Virgo. If it doesn't feel right for you, then you can check out your moon and or your rising signs instead. And I say that with genuine heart because your moon sign is how you operate emotionally. Now, if you don't know what your moon sign is, then you can check that out through, if you go online and do an online search for your free natal birth chart, and then input your details, and it will tell you like where you were born, what time, and also what date you were born, obviously. And then it tells you what your moon sign is. So it's a really handy piece of information because, as I said, we do sometimes operate as humans far more from our emotional self than we do from our sun self, which is how the world sees us. Neither is more important. They are equally important. Okay, so that said, the two decks that I've got are the Angels of Healing and Hope, and I'm going to put the details of that in the description. I'm using the Radiant Wise Spirit. I'm using the Angels of Healing and Hope because I just think that's a really good time of the year. It's a lovely way to start next year because we've got quite a lot coming in the following year. Okay, now I have also added, because I was asked to, and that's the genuine truth, to pop a give me a coffee, buy me a coffee, or lend me a coffee, something or other. And I'll put all the details in the description. It's up to you. You don't have to. There's no expectation at all. Okay, Virgo, let's have a look and see what we've got for the first month of next year. Have faith. Isn't that wonderful? What a lovely way to start. Look at that beautiful card. Oh, lovely is that. And then I'm going to read it as well because actually I obviously don't know this deck. That's a good thing about FGH, about oracle cards, is that they are there for reflection. Right, so you can pause this and read it yourself for a little while, but essentially it's telling you to have faith that if you've been through troubled times, then they are on their way and they are about to change your fate. It's time to lighten your load and your mood. It's time to rediscover your optimism. Even on a dark and stormy day, the sun is still there. You know that eventually the clouds will part and there will be the sun shining with blissful joy. Okay, so let's have a look at what the tarot is saying about what do you need to have. And usually the tarot will provide more depth and more meaning between this. So what are they telling you have faith over? Is it to do with love? Is it to do with money? Is it to do with what else is there? Health. Okay, right, Virgo, what have we got? It would suggest that you need to have a bit of faith with regards to money, provisions. Okay, so let's start the month. So you are actually you start the month and the year on a gentle note. So you've got the Four of Swords, which is a time when you take a break mentally. You're not worried. There's nothing. It's an okay time. You're coming in. You're determined to see the world from a different point of view. So you're letting bygones be bygones. You're moving forward. You're taking a break from all of that mental, maybe there was stress involved last year or worry. And, you know, things have started to turn the corner. As a result of that, you feel more optimistic, which is interesting. You have that card. You feel more optimistic as you start the new year. And it doesn't mean that you've got less to do. It just means that you feel a little bit more optimistic, and actually you're determined to see the world from a different point of view now. The Hanged Man just tells you that if you look at things from a different perspective, you have that emotional distance. You kind of surrender yourself to the situation. And that doesn't mean that you're giving up. It just means that you're surrendering your will to it to some degree. You're kind of determined to take a break from the worry, okay? And then the Chariot comes in and says, right, okay, it's now time to get on with it. It's time to get on with this earning money. It's time to get on with sorting out the financial provisions. It's time to take care of business. Now, the Chariot does things through sheer determination and willpower. I want you to try and imagine during the Roman times, the chariots and how they were the warriors, and they would literally, fight to the end. They were the champions, and nothing could stop them. They fought for their survival. And that's essentially what the Chariot energy is all about. But it's more around the lines of just do it. There's no thought processes. There's no tactical planning. There's just, we get in our chariots and we literally fight, we move forward at great speed. We don't even really put any thought process in it. We're just doing it from a very primal nature point of view. So you're just doing things because they need to get on with it. And that's what the cards are saying. You decide to take in the break. I've seen it from a different point of view. I'm looking at it like that. I've surrendered to it. Now I'm just going to get on with, how am I going to turn this into something that's financially viable for me? And you can see that there's money there, but he's considering it and he's saying, right, okay, it's kind of coming to fruition a little bit. You can see that there's something there. We've got some sort of growth. But actually, you can see, if you look very carefully, he looks slightly disappointed. And that's because things aren't as they would plan. Now, when you read it with the other card, it's about actually taking control of it, so that this isn't the situation. You're going to take control of this financial situation so that it bears better fruit, so that it provides a greater harvest of your money. And that's something you do in the middle of the month. So you just get on with it because that's what you're doing. You're trying to provide for the future. And you've actually got the King of Pentacles. Now, this is about taking responsibility, ownership, control, King's rule, ruling your money. Okay, so you move into that state. And you are then going to be committing yourself to something, okay? Because I'm taking charge of this. I'm taking control of my money, but it restricts me. You think there's some restriction in place here. So you're tying yourself up to something. I'm trying to think about how else to phrase this and what they're trying to tell me. It's like you commit to something, but then you're concerned that you're going to overcommit or that you're going to be trapped. That's it. And actually, you're not, because the Wheel of Fortune says, whatever you may think about this, you need to make this and just get on with it. Don't overthink it. Don't analyze it too much. Because once you take the bold move of kind of taking ownership and taking control, the Wheel of Fortune comes in and says your luck is about to change. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is a lovely card because it always says, I wouldn't say that it's necessarily easy, because it's not. It's like, oh, your luck is changing and therefore you have to do nothing but just take a nice seat and have a cup of tea. It's not like that. The Wheel of Fortune means that time's changing things. Things are changing because it's like a clock. It's time for change, evolutionary process. So all of this hard work that you've put in is now beginning to bear fruit, and you're taking charge and you're not trapped. It's time for change. So you need to make that commitment because, it will pay off. It will pay you dividends in the long run. So I don't know if you are considering something financially, and it would certainly suggest that, Virgo, a commitment, but you're worried that it's going to tie you down or restrict you in some way. And the cards would suggest that that's not the case. It is actually time for change, and that, it's about preserving your future. It's about taking care of your money in a long term. So it looks as if you're about to invest in your future. And of course, these things take time, but you've just got to do it. It's the time to do it now. Maybe it's just squirreling a little bit away every month so that you're doing this whole kind of taking care and taking responsibility of it. So it's a good sign. It's not something that I would say is going to give immediate results. It looks like it's going to take a little bit of time, but there's that word again, time. Everything in time. So we're on the process. This is the first month of the year, and we're now moving towards something that is going to change things for us financially. Okay, I hope that you found that helpful. And as I always say, doesn't fit, don't try and make it. This is not written in stone for every single Virgo. It's about, this is a message. If it feels right and you think, I know exactly what this is about, then that's it. If not, check out your moon or your rising. And other than that, you'll hear my voice again soon enough, as soon as I'm able to sort them all out and get them uploaded, about the whole of next year. So it's a very interesting time. Okay, I hope you found that helpful, and thanks very much for your time. Bye-bye.